by the sword, you die by the sword. I probably die in the vocal booth.
What's good, players and pimps, hoes and simps and ladies? What's poppin'? It's your boy Zay, aka the baddest motherfucker walking, aka the Shogun, and welcome to my dojo. Make sure you double edge them swords, because you know what we about to do. We about to slice this video the fuck up.
People complain about women being too masculine nowadays. But the funny part is that if I'm in a relationship and my man forgets to put his pants on, somebody has to put the pants on. I was forced to wear the pants because he forgot his. So a lot of women are being more into their masculine energy because a lot of men are forcing us to be in our masculine energy. They're not fulfilling their own masculine energy. Somebody has to pay the bills. And if he's not gonna man up, I'll man up to it. I feel like a woman will never be happy unless she is in her feminine energy. A woman that's tapped into her masculine is not happy because that's not how a woman should be or feel. And the only way for a woman to tap into her femininity is when a man is a provider and a protector, when she feels safe and she feels like he's doing and she feels like he's giving. That's the only time she can remove her powerful cape and leave everything outside and just come home to a man and be a little girl. But sadly, that doesn't happen anymore.
Hey yo, she spit pure fire dragon facts. Facts. I can't lie. I can't even lie. But I'm gonna add to the facts. You feel me? Because the one thing that I do want to say, right, is that when you're in a relationship with a woman and she starts to become masculine, she starts to become big. Like when we're talking in the terms of a feminine woman here. We're not talking about just every fucking bitch. We're talking about an actual feminine woman who ends up turning masculine. Most of the time, she turned masculine because you changed. A lot of the times. And a lot of guys are not self-aware enough to actually realize that they changed. Because guess what? You probably watched some YouTube videos and you got that feminine ass woman not knowing that you were a feminine man yourself. Right? But let's go. You change. So a woman ends up bigging herself up, ends up becoming more masculine in hopes and praying that you get bigger than her and you big up and and fucking dominate her back into her feminine position. Most of the time. But no, what usually happens with most guys, once again, they probably get on YouTube and depending on what they search and who they actually listen to, some dude told her, no man, you can't be with masculine women, which I like, you shouldn't be. But if she wasn't like that, besides the bait and switch, besides all the other shit, if she wasn't like that before, and that's not how she naturally is, and she became that, it's because you fucking changed. Maybe you stopped becoming a man of your word. Maybe you, in the beginning, dog, you was all masculine, big and tough. You was on your purpose. You was on your shit. You get what I'm saying? You was putting her ass in her fucking place. You was getting shit the fuck done. Then you got her. She submitted to you. And then you ain't your ass back. You was like, shit, I did what I gotta do. You stop going to the gym, you stop dressing nice, you stop going out, you start staying your ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? You stop, you know what I'm saying, putting all your energy and getting money and shit like that. And now you're broad. Now she like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Yo, you acting like a bitch. And now you like, oh man, she became masculine now and she bait and switched me and shit like that. This is a more of a situational thing, and you gotta be able to know what situation you are in. Did you get bait and switched, or is niggas you acting like a bitch? More than likely, you're acting like a bitch. More than likely, you're not acting like that man that she thought that she had. More than likely, you baited and switched her. Oh! More than fucking likely. And a lot of guys always ask me, yo man, my bitch is losing attraction. How do I gain that back? Who were you before that? Who were you before you got her? Or who were you when you got her? Whoever that man you was, you need to go back to him. Now, if that truly, genuinely wasn't you, you baited and switched her. You need to get rid of her because you need to go and find your fucking lane. And find a woman who likes guys that are like you, who are more passive and laid back and, you know, not really like truly ambitious like that and shit like that. Because there's women out there who actually like them type of guys, whether y'all want to believe it or not. Whether y'all believe it or not, there are women out there that like more passive, laid back type of men you know, women who like to be in that more of a dominant, you know, a dominant role. I mean, I'm not fucking with those type of women. You hear what I'm saying? But hey, if you just, especially if you're a guy, you don't really want to change like that. You only change it because you heard me, you heard one of these other YouTube motherfuckers telling you that this was the type of, and you just can't fucking do it, bro. Then you have to really look yourself in the mirror and be like, look, I know what these guys saying is true, but that's just not who the fuck I am. I'm not about to do this shit, man. I'ma just have to just stay in my lane and just be grateful for the lane that I'm in. I might have to deal with a more masculine type of woman, which I really hope y'all don't ever come, like, I hope you don't ever come to that type of like realization. And well, I'm not gonna say I hope you don't never like back down like that and just accept your fate like that. You get what I'm saying? I hope you really just strive to become and deal with a certain type of woman and become a certain type of man. Because the man, I always say that, the man is already inside of you. You just gotta wake that bitch ass nigga up. You know, he's not the bitch ass nigga. You gotta kill the bitch ass nigga that you is right now, and then that nigga wake up. You feel me? Let me tell y'all a quick story while I'm rambling the fuck on, so y'all can understand. You know, it ain't always the broad, it's you. So I had this one girl that I was dealing with, and this was a pure African girl. Like, this is when I was over in the motherland. You know, passport bros, all that goofy shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm not a passport bro, by the way. Don't even fucking quote me. But you get what I'm saying? Like, yo, just go overseas, and the women over there just be nice. And I mean, yeah, it's true in a way, but at the same time, it's not. That's a whole different story, and that's a whole different. We're not gonna get into all this. So I was dealing with this one girl, right? And in the beginning, you get what I'm saying? I'm on my shit, right? You feel me? We chilling out with each other. If I tell her to be there at a time, I'm there at a time. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing everything right, you know. And she looking at me a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, she looking at me like I'm that nigga to her. She giving me king treatment. If I tell her to do something, she fucking did it. You get what I'm saying? But guess what? As time went on, I started to get too comfortable. I got this bitch in the bag. I stopped being a man of my fucking word. I stopped doing the things that she loved about me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I stopped being a man of my word. So, like, for an example, I'll be like, yo, we hanging out tonight at this time. But then I'm out in the club, right? Got 5 bitches on me out in the club, dancing and shit like this. I'm like this, that motherfucker. Grabbing ass and shit like that. I'm supposed to be chilling with my shorty, and now I gotta cancel on her because, you know what I'm saying, I wanna be out in the fucking club. You get what I'm saying? And getting these new little broad joints when I got this consistent woman right here who been doing all this shit for me. You get what I'm saying? Cause she been doing shit. She bought me food. She drove me anywhere I needed. Like, she was doing shit for me. And I'm flaking on her because I want to be up in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in the club to slap your ass, nigga. I'm like, I ain't throwing no fucking money, but I'm drinking. I'm drunk as hell, you feel me? And it got to a point where I got so fucking addicted to going to the club, you know what I'm saying, smoking shisha, drinking and shit like that. I kept fucking flaking on her, and I kept doing other goofy shit. So what ended up happening was she stopped doing certain shit for me. She started changing because guess what? I started changing. So what she would end up doing was she'd end up going out, getting, you know, drinking or being with her friends, and then she'd start flaking on my ass. And I'm like, yo, bitch, you don't get to do what I get to do. I'm the alpha male, which a lot of guys fuck up on this shit. Oh, you don't get to do, motherfucker. People are human, fellas. People are fucking human. I understand, yeah, y'all bring more to the time, but at the end of the day, people are fucking human, dog. So she, like, in her head, in her feminine brain, well, he's the leader, so I'm following him. If he's not gonna be a man of his word, you get what I'm saying, and not obey. I'm not gonna say obey, but not hold his word on him saying he gonna be there at the time that he gonna be there, or he gonna see me this day. You get what I'm saying? Then I'm not gonna do it. So guess what? She stopped fucking doing it. She like, oh, I'm gonna be there at this time, and then guess what? I'm at home. I'm not. Let's say I'm not at the club now. I'm at home. I'm waiting on her. She don't never Shane call. Oh, I'm sorry, I got too drunk. And that's not something that she does. You get what I'm saying? But because she followed my lead, but because she's seeing that I'm fucking up now, it gave her leeway to fuck up now. Then you probably like, oh man, no man, I know. like I said, people are fucking human, fellas. You can't just be out here. If a woman is treating you like a fucking king and she's doing certain things because she sees you differently than other men, she's to tell me, like, I've never seen a man like you before. I like you. You're different. Like you're very masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, stay telling me that shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time it was so bad. I was so bad at going to the fucking club that one day I went to her house and I'm like, man, yo, I'm living. My homies called me like, yo, man, I got the bitches. I swear to God, I'm sitting there sweating like, man, I want to leave this broad. You know what I'm saying? Like taking her for granted. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave this broad. And she like, I'm like, man, shit, I might go to the club and then come back and come see you. She's like, what the fuck you mean you about to go to the club? She said, nah. She took the fucking key and hid it. So it's because over there, to get out of a house, you have to use both keys outside and while you're inside. She took the fucking key and hid the key so I would not leave. It was that bad. So at first I was just this whole masculine dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing everything right, cool, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning. But guess what? I started fading down the line. Which was, and guess what? She did too. And guess what? The relationship ended. Now, in that moment, I want y'all to understand how I was thinking. I'm like, man, now fuck this bitch. She's flaking on me now, and she doing all this goofy shit. Immature, lacking self-awareness, being a dickhead, because I didn't understand what was going on. A lot of you guys are probably going to start thinking about women back in the past, because I'm bringing you back to self-awareness. And I'm like, now me being who I am now, me having the knowledge that I have now in that situation, I'm like, damn. That was my fucking fault. Because we always get to point fingers and oh, it's her, it's the bitch. And, you know, we never want to take responsibility. But when we really sit down and look back at it, watch yourself like a fucking TV, looking from the outside in, I'm guessing, and you see what the fuck you was doing, you'll realize quickly, like, damn, I fucked up. It was actually my fault. I'm mad at her for changing. Well, my goofy ass was the one that was changing the whole fucking time. I'm mad at her for flaking when I'm the one that flaked. She was following me. So, man, like I said, I'm not even gonna I'm actually in on this one. I got more notes, but I'm actually in here because I want you guys to really sit back and think about all the women that you complained about what they did. Especially if you're in a position where a woman actually seen you as a masculine figure and then all of a sudden she started changing. When did you start changing? Because she changed when you started changing. When did you stop checking her? When did you stop going out looking good, dressing nice and shit like that? When did you stop going to the gym? When did you stop paying the bills and you got comfortable and you start taking it for granted? When did you stop, you know what I'm saying, start flaking on her and, you know, going, think about it. Really think about that shit, man. Now, the only reason why, you know what I'm saying, me and her ended is because I ain't go back to her. I'm like, I actually figured it out way earlier than I said. I figured it out maybe like a couple weeks later. Like, it was me. I felt like I found out, like, damn, it was me. I don't even remember how the fuck I found out. But I found out it was me weeks later, but I still ain't hit her up because I wasn't going to marry the bitch or nothing like that, man. But at the end of the day, fellas, because when you do get that one joint that you really just want to keep, you have to fucking maintain whoever you are. Because whoever you are, she likes in that moment. You feel me? So you have to maintain that person, which is why I just told y'all what I told y'all in the beginning. If you're a more feminine man, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. Which I'm not feminine. I'll just start not being a man in my fucking word, which was feminine in that sense, because women are a man in their word. It's not even the fucking term for that. But fellas, if you made it all the way here, you a real MVP and you really love knowledge, and you're gonna change, brother. You're gonna be different. I wish you guys nothing but wealth, health, happiness, and abundance, man. And if you don't know what to put in the comment section, put wealth, health, happiness, and abundance. Wish it back to me as I'm wishing it to you. What you put out in the universe, it actually comes back the more you put it out. This your boy Zay. And until next time, I'm out. Deuces.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. I probably die in the vocal booth, spitting.